All right, let's get right into it. Today we're talking about AI assistants, but specifically for creators. We're going to look at two of the big ones, Claude and Perplexity. Because let's be real, being a creator these days means you're doing a whole lot more than just creating. So, I gotta ask you, are you a creator or are you a CEO? It's a classic story, right? You start out making stuff you're passionate about, and before you know it, you're running an entire business. And that means you're wearing a lot of hats. A lot of hats. I mean, just think about it for a second. One minute you're trying to be the creative director, dreaming up the next big idea. The next, you're a data analyst, staring at spreadsheets, trying to figure out what worked. And then boom, you're negotiating with sponsors. It's an insane juggling act. And that's why getting the right kind of help isn't just nice to have anymore, it's absolutely non-negotiable. Okay, so where do we start? Well, here's a different way to think about it. Don't think of AI as just software. Think of it as hiring your team. You're bringing on co-pilots to handle specific jobs so you can finally get back to focusing on the big picture. So let's meet your first two potential hires. On one side, meet Claude. This is your creative muse, your storyteller. This is the one you bring in to brainstorm, to write scripts, to find that perfect turn of phrase. Then on the other side, you've got Perplexity. This is your research powerhouse, the super smart analyst who has all the receipts. It's for facts, data, and what's happening right now. Two totally different specialists for two totally different jobs. So let's talk about Claude first, your creative partner. This is the tool you pull up when you need more than just words on a page. You need, a soul. You need that empathetic spark that makes your content actually connect with people. And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? The point isn't that it can write, it's that it can tell a story. When you need a script that actually makes someone feel something, that human-like quality is, well, it's everything. So here's the bottom line. Claude is your go-to when it's all about the vibe, the feel, the flow. Brainstorming with it feels like you're just riffing with a really creative friend. And, as a cool, unexpected bonus, it can even whip up some custom code. So if you need a unique chart or visualization, it's got your back. A very versatile partner to have. All right, now let's flip the coin. Let's talk about your next hire, the research analyst, Perplexity. This is the specialist you call when there's no room for error, when you need cold, hard, verifiable facts and you need them like yesterday. Now, at first glance, these numbers look pretty close, right? They're both really good at accuracy. But that little edge that Perplexity has, it comes from one game-changing feature. It shows its work. It actually cites its sources. And for any creator who cares about their credibility, wow, that is absolutely huge. You're not just getting an answer, you're getting the proof. So think of this as your built-in fact-checking department. Making a video and need to know if a statistic is legit? Bam, Perplexity. Researching the latest trends for a product review? It's on it, searching the live web. It gives you these bulletproof summaries with all the references you need to feel confident in what you're saying. Okay, so you've got your creative genius and your research width. That's a great team. But what if you could hire a project manager? I mean, someone who doesn't just help with tasks, but actually owns an entire project from start to finish. Well, stick with me, because this is where the game completely changes. This is what we mean by an AI agent, or a digital worker. Forget about getting tips or rough drafts. This is a whole new level. It's about you giving it a goal and the AI figuring out the plan, doing the research, writing the code, doing whatever it takes to deliver a finished product back to you.
And the craziest part is how simple it is to get started. I mean, look at this. This is the entire prompt given to this new thing called Perplexity Computer. A creator just said, analyze my channel, find out what's buzzing in the market, and build me a dashboard. That's it. One goal.
And here's what it came back with. This is not a text report. It's a living, breathing, interactive web app. It actually dug into the channel's data, found the golden nugget that AI tool reviews were killing it, and then laid out a whole growth plan. I mean, optimized thumbnails tagged as low effort, high impact. That's not just data, that's real strategy. A finished product delivered. Now, to really understand what a giant leap this is, let's put these tools to a really tough test. The task? Plan a trip using real-time live pricing. This is where Claude, our wonderful creative partner, just hits a wall. It can't do it. It doesn't have access to that kind of messy, live, real-world data. But the digital worker, it just rolls up its sleeves, it scours different websites, compares flight and hotel prices in real time, juggles all the variables, and finds the absolute best deal. And the result wasn't just a suggestion, it was $500, real money saved. That's a tangible outcome. And this thing is not a one-trick pony. It can build you a personalized fitness app or, and this is a big one for creators, it can build a professional dashboard to track all your brand deals. A custom job board that updates every single day? Yep, it can do that too. These are real working tools for your business. So let's bring this all home. As a creator CEO, how do you actually make all this work for you? The big secret is to stop looking for the one best AI. That's the wrong way to think about it. It's about building the smartest AI team and knowing who to call for what job.
And here's a super simple way to do it. Step 1, define the task. Is it a creative jam session, a fact-finding mission, or a big, complex project? Step 2, choose your specialist. Do you need the muse, the analyst, or the digital worker? And step 3, just let them go to work. You get back to being the strategist, the visionary.
So let's see this in action. Need to write a script that really connects? You call Claude. Need to make sure every claim in that script is rock solid? That's a job for Perplexity. But what about building that channel analysis dashboard or a system to manage sponsorships? That's not a task, that's a project. And you hand that whole thing over to your digital worker, Perplexity computer.
And that, right there, is the key takeaway. The future for creators isn't about finding one AI to replace everything. It's about building a small, powerful team of specialists. You have your storyteller, your fact-checker, and now your project finisher. That combination is how you stop just juggling tasks and actually start scaling your business. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. Of all the hats you're wearing right now as a creator and a CEO, what's that one big, time-consuming project you would just love to hand off to someone else? What complex task will you give to your new digital worker first?